Hey everybody, hi, how are you? Cheryl here with cardsbycheryl.com. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Cheryl Horvath and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Gladwin, Michigan. And today I am here to do a quick little overview of paper pumpkin card projects that I did as alternate designs to the existing kit. So I haven't done a paper pumpkin video in a really long time. Life just kind of got in the way, but I am happy to say that I really enjoyed playing with this kit, and I'd like to get back into the swing of doing my monthly Paper Pumpkin videos. Paper Pumpkin is a monthly DIY card kit subscription. You pay $27 a month, which includes shipping, and it includes all of the things you need to make the card projects, with maybe the exception of a scissors or like a cutting mat or something. But for the most part, it's a great kit that gets delivered to your doorstep. It ships after the 10th of every month. So the beauty of it is you can choose to pause your subscription if you're going to be gone, or you don't think you maybe have time to do it that month, or maybe you're just not interested in it. You can pause it, and then it will restart again the following month, unless you pause again. So it's very versatile, super user friendly. The website's recently been redone, and to go in and pause your subscription is really just a couple of clicks and then you're done. So there's no pressure to do it every month if you don't want to. And I look forward to it. It's in my house. It's known as Red Box Day, and I get two every month, and I have FOMO, so I'm afraid of missing out. So if I just don't. I never pause my subscription ever. So anyway, I'm not going to do an unboxing today because I know there's so many other videos out there that do unboxing already. And I'm actually not going to really demo any cards. I'm just going to kind of walk through the alternates that I made and talk about the products I used. And I haven't decided if I'm going to do a website post on this or not to show the dimensions. You have to let me know if you guys can't figure it out from the layouts that I show you. I might be inclined to do some specific measurements for you and post that to my blog. But for now, I was just going to use this video as inspiration for you to go and take this kit and create with it and just have fun. So let me put the camera down. And this is what the box looks like. I store my paper pumpkins very differently. So I have, when you open your box, it's not going to look like this. If you're a new paper pumpkin customer, it's going to have a blue tissue paper wrapped with a sealed bag of components. It comes with a Stampin' Spot and a stamp set and all that stuff. So I just have this in here to keep me organized for when I was going to do the video. So I'm just going to set that aside. The stamp instruction sheet looks like this. And these are I got a little bit of a glare going on there. There. These are the pre-designed cards. So the kit comes with enough supplies to make 9 cards, 3 of each design. And what I do is I play with the components of it, and maybe I mix and match other pieces from different sets or different fall. Like this is definitely fall themed, so I went back and I pulled out some other fall sets that I had that I thought would work with it. Well, the other thing that I also used is the Stampin' Up! Has a monthly or a quarterly add-on die. So this is called Circle of Season dies, and this is meant to go with the July, August, and September paper pumpkin kits. And you can see I've got some parts and pieces that I've already die cut, but it's a hello, and then there's stuff to make an acorn or a strawberry. I used the circle in my and the little leaf there. So I use those 2 components in my alternate card designs. These are $12 for the set, and it's good for 3 months worth of kits. So this coordinates with, like, this strawberry coordinated with the kit from, I think it was July. And anyway, so it's just a nice all-purpose die set to have on hand, and I keep them all. I buy one for every quarter, and I also buy one for my customers who subscribe to Paper Pumpkin from me. So that's kind of a perk that I do for them. So there's that. The stamp set that comes with the kit looks like this, and I store my stamps in these little pockets, and that way they're the same size, and all my Paper Pumpkin stamps and dies get stored like this, and I just write on there what month the Paper Pumpkin was from, and if I want to go back to the supplies that came with this particular kit, I have everything stored in this envelope. So anyway, so here's the stamp set that came with the kit, and then I'm not going to go through pull out the instructions, all that stuff. These are all the leftover pieces and parts that I had that I haven't used yet that are still good. So these envelopes are nice. I'm going to do a whole nother segment on this storage solution because Stampin' Up! Is moving to an vinyl envelope-based solution for all of the stamp sets. The cases are going away. So I have sourced some envelopes on Amazon that I'm using that I think are very similar to what Stampin' Up! Is going to come out with. But so I've just bought a handful of these to practice with them and play with them and see how I like them. And they actually they work pretty well. So the dies fit in them. So here's some of the newer sets that I've already taken out of the cases and put into these envelopes, and they store really nicely, you know, so they don't take a lot of space, and you fit your stamps and leftover parts and pieces in there. So I'm going to do a different segment on that and let you guys know where I got my supplies from and all that stuff. Okay. Set this aside and let me show you. Oh, the other products that I used is this Gathering Leaves embossing folder. This is a big giant one. It's huge. It's 8.5 by 6, so it fits a lot of paper in here. So, but I use this embossing folder, which is new and currently available. I used from pieces from this banner year, which is not currently available, and it is, I think, a few years old at least. But I used the Happy Fall, Y'all greeting from here. And then I was just looking at this today again as I was putting it away, going, this is such an awesome stamp set. I mean, little bats, and it's got holly berries for Christmas. This little squirrel cracks me up. I love it. If you guys have this set, bring it out front and center and remember to use it because it's great for all year long. Okay, so that's that. All right, let's start with the very first card I made, which is almost identical to the prepared design that came in the kit. The one thing that I changed, I think I added twine, I added streak dots, and I added early espresso as my card base. So the way that I extend the products that come in the kit is I cut the card bases in half. So here's one that I haven't cut in half yet. And so the card bases look like this. They're scored down the center. I cut them in half so that I have 2 pieces of pattern paper to work with. And so that's what I did on this one. This was one of the Toile card bases that I cut in half. I cut it down to 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I put it on a standard 8.5 by 5.5 card base, scored at 4 1/4. And then this component here is one piece that I put down with dimensionals. The thankful and the little acorn. Acorn was hand stamped using the stamp from the set, which is super adorable. And then I add a little bit of twine, and then the streak dots. These are also new. And this kit, by the way, coordinates with this paper, which is kind of a mess. I store my 12 by 12s in a 12 by 12 scrapbook sheet protector. It just works for me. So, and then on the front, I do little sample scraps of each print so that when I'm designing, I have a quick and easy cheat sheet of what paper is in here versus having to thumb through it all the time. So anyway, this paper is designed to coordinate with the Paper Pumpkin Kit, and the streak dots come with this bundle. If you got the autumn bundle, there's a couple of them this Amber Autumn set, and it has a coordinating die set. Let's see, which I think is this one. Yep. So these dies coordinate with this set, and I think it comes as a bundle with all this stuff in here. Gathering Moments, I can't remember if it's a suite or not. I'd have to go through the catalog to find out. But anyway, this paper is really cool. The streak dots are beautiful. They look hard to show on camera how gorgeous they really are, but they have this beautiful kind of a streaky, marbleized, almost a wood-like finish, like a lacquered wood. They're really beautiful. I love them. So that's what I used on that card. So stamped, the little circle has a little foil edging to it, and so that came with the kit, but you stamp the acorn on it. The Thankful was already punched and printed. It came with the kit. So all I did was add the frame. I cut down the background, put it on an early espresso card base, and then on the inside, Your Friendship Means the World to Me, which is from the Gathering Moments stamp set. This guy right here. Okay, so that's alternate number 1. The next one I made, let's see, which one was it? I think it was this one. And I won't be selling this one or giving it away because I had a little boo-boo there that I tried to fix, but I couldn't. So this is just another card base that I cut down using the deckled rectangle dies. I didn't show you those yet either. I haven't put them away. They are right here. I don't think these are current product, but they're called deckled rectangles, and I just thought the jagged edge would be great for these. I used the very largest one in the set, so this guy right here was the one I used. And then I put that on top of a piece of Cajun Craze that I just cut slightly larger. This is a card base, by the way. It's kind of that pattern linen looking card base that's in the kit. I put this on a pecan pie card base. I didn't decorate the inside yet, but these leaves are punch out. The leaves and the dot and the fox come with the kit. I used my Stampin' Blend markers, the Timid Tiger and the Darling Duckling, and I just colored over the top of the leaf because they just seemed muted to me. So this one, let me show you one that's not colored, the difference. So can you guys see? I just thought this was a little richer. They're pretty without the coloring on them too, but I don't like that shadow that's coming there. Here we go. So this is a sentiment strip that comes with the kit. Obviously that comes with the kit. The fox came with the kit. The ribbon came with the kit. And then I die cut 3 leaves out of Timid Tiger, Pecan Pie, and Darling Duckling using the leaf die from this guy right here, from the add-on die set for the quarter. And then streaked dots. I did use these small leaf images are super cute, and I did stamp a little bit of light stamping around just for some interest, and that's 2nd generation stamping, so not full on pecan pies. It's 2nd generation ink, so it's very light and muted. But anyway, so this was card number 2. Cute. And then card number 3 looks like this. And this is a panel that comes with the kit, but I cut it up. So the full-size one looks like this. So I basically just cut it in half. And you also know I did a little bit of coloring on that panel as well. I used some green Mossy Meadow, and I used Darling Duckling to enhance the yellow on the corn stalks a little bit. And then I colored in the fence line with some pecan pie. So that's all I did to enhance this. But I cut this in half, and I didn't use the other half yet. I tucked in leaves behind it. These are punch outs that come with the kit. This is a circle die, nope, not a die, a punch, You can use what's in the kit. You can flip them over, I think. Let's see. This is the size that comes with the kit. It's not quite as big. So I wanted something a little bit larger. So basic beige is the color that I used for that. And so I can come in here a little bit. And let me tell you what size circle punch that is. I think it's this one right here, which is 1.5. Yeah. So I used the 1.5 inch circle punch. This was a die cut. This is basic beige ribbon that is also currently available. I cut up one of the card bases, that's this, and I made just a strip. Let's see. Oh, and you can't really see it. Well, there you go. Wow, that might be too close. This is the embossed, using the embossing folder I showed you earlier. Has an embossed background on basic beige. I might have zoomed in a little bit too far here. Let me see there. Okay, so that's this card, and it is a top fold, and I just used another little tiny strip of the card base and stamped a pumpkin, blessed to have you in my life, which is also from the Amber Autumn stamp set. Okay, so there's card number 3. Card number 4 was this one, and very simple. I just used the frame again. I did some leaves and not streak dots. Those are, well, I thought I had all my supplies out that I was going to need, but I put them away. So those are the Cajun Craze and Gold dots, and these are quite pretty too. These are new also from the catalog, current catalog. Hello Friend. Let's see. I can't remember where I got that from. I'll have to come back to you on that. I want to say it's a floral set that I have. I can't remember. I'll find out and I'll post it in the comments. This is another piece of the linen card base that I cut down, and I put it on top of the, I didn't cut this one in half. And I don't know why I didn't do that. I should have. And it should have been on a white card base. But anyway, I thought this turned out cute, and I love the little fox. It's just kind of a clean and simple card. So there's that one. Let's see, that's 4. I did 6. Well, so the 5th card looks like this. This card is a card base cut up, and I put it on a white card base. This is Pecan Pie using the circle die from the add-on die set. Also the leaves I added from the add-on die set. This is stamped and hand-colored with the pumpkins from the kit. Thankful is from the kit. I stamped on a piece of the linen card base that I cut down to, I think that's a 1/2 inch. Is that 1/2 inch? 3/4. And then I flagged the ends, put in some linen twine. I thought this one turned out really cute too. And then for the inside, this is paper from the coordinating paper that I showed you just a moment ago, and then I stamped and fussy cut the little acorn there. So cute little note card. The last one I did looks like this, and let me get this out of the way. This is the coordinating paper from the set, the Autumn Toile set. Autumn Wishes is from the Amber Autumn, and this tag is a punch. And I don't know how I lived my life without this punch, because it's the most amazing punch in the whole world. Looks like this, and I couldn't tell you what it's called. I'll look that up too. I think this is still current. I'll find out. So stamped, fussy cut. Didn't do any coloring. Left it just basic white cardstock. This is basic beige, Cajun Craze. These squares are 1.25 inches, and the background Cajun Craze is 1.5 inches. And then the designer paper is 1 3/4 by 5. And so that means the Cajun Craze is 2 inches by 5 1/4. And so that's this card. I used some basic beige ribbon again and just tucked in a little flag right there. Did I finish the inside? Well, yes, I did. So there's the coordinating paper. I just put a strip in there. That's like my cheater way to do something really fast and easy. I usually have a bunch of strips lying around that are scrap, so I just grab a strip and cut it down. So yeah. All right, so there's all of my cards. Let me put these down for you to see. This fox, I think I would have preferred to pop them up. I glued them straight down, but if I popped them up, I would have had to double this guy up, the Warm Wishes, and that was already popped up. So anyway, these are my 5 alternates. Oh no, there's 6. This one really isn't an alternate. It's just kind of very similar to what was in the kit. But so there they are. If you are interested in becoming a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, I'd love to have you on my team. I'd love to spoil you with gifts every quarter. And we do Zoom meetings every month to put the kits together and do alternate designs. And we generally have a really good time. So with that, I'll let you go. Break your kit out and get crafty. I hope you've gotten some inspiration from me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.